Self-control is solely a matter of thought control, and your thoughts are a reflection of what is in your subconscious mind, what is in your identity, your deep identity. So I'm not talking about what I ask you and you give me an answer like, oh yeah, this sounds great. I mean the identity that's been formed your entire life from all your memories, all the bad, the good, the beliefs that have been formed. This is what is going to influence how you actually act. Because if you haven't changed what you believe inside about what is true, once again, I'm not talking about consciously, but what your emotions, your trauma, what all the negative experiences believe, if you don't influence that, you're always going to keep on fighting against your current nature, because it still believes in the past and it still believes in all the BS that's held you back in the past. So you need to influence that aspect of yourself. And you really have to think deeply about this for it to truly click and for you to understand. You are not your identity. Everything that you believe right now, it's not fixed. There's many beliefs that you have right now that you didn't have in the past that over time has been changed because some event happened, you were opened up to new ideas and you realized, oh, wait a minute, this isn't true, this is true. You can do the exact same thing for the current belief right now. So if you have a lot of limiting beliefs to the goal that you want right now, you need to know that you can change these beliefs. And if you want to skip the BS, skip the pushing yourself, self-sabotage, understand right now how to actually change those beliefs. And once again, it is influencing not just your conscious thought here, but the deep subconscious thoughts. So subconscious and conscious. Conscious is what you're thinking right here, like right now in this moment. Subconscious, it's all your memories stored over your entire life deep down that you don't even think about it, but it's influencing you every single day. So when I grew up, I was always known as a skinny kid and I believed myself to be skinny, but I impressed the image of myself being muscular on my mind. I always imagined myself as being muscular. I'd always look at people that were muscular. I would watch anime and wrestlers and like strong people, and I would always see myself like them and associate myself and my identity as them. So when the time came for me to wanting to get in shape, naturally, I had the automatic actions and the automatic ideas. I didn't have any self-doubts like, oh, I'm always skinny or I'm always fatter. That it didn't even come into my conscious thought because I had impressed subconsciously inside what I truly believe that it is possible for me. And this is who I am. This is who I'm destined to be. So in your case, if you're holding yourself back, and believe me, nobody's holding you back, you're holding yourself back. You need to understand how to influence the deep part of you, because from that part, everything else is going to spring. So if you're currently experiencing self-sabotage, look at that pyramid again. We have the vision, the identity, values, and beliefs. These are the three important ones. And then you have capabilities, behaviors, environments. From this pyramid, you need to imagine this vision of yourself being in shape and think about what is the identity of this person? How do I see myself? How do I believe myself? Because trust me, people that are fit believe so many different things than people who are out of shape. So find out what this picture is. Start to picture this every single day. Feel the emotions, because your subconscious mind deals with feelings much more than just thoughts. And then understand where my limiting beliefs are. What am I thinking every day? And what do these thoughts reflect what I believe? Because you're reacting to so many different things. When somebody says, let's go to the gym, you're going to say, oh, I can't because this and that. Why am I thinking this? And understand that thinking reflects your identity. And you know that you need to change your identity. More and more with my clients, I'm helping them work out themselves on an identity level and on a vision level. If you have to push yourself every single day just to get a little bit of results, this is just not the most sustainable or effective way. If you change yourself on an identity level, and if you start to question all these limiting beliefs that you have, because trust me, we have hundreds and thousands of limiting beliefs to get to the next version of themselves. This is what our beliefs do. They hold us in a box. And if you're currently struggling with thousands of limiting beliefs, if you're currently self-sabotaging yourself and you just are finding excuses to not get the results, give me a DM, give me a shout. Let's talk about it. Let's give you a game plan to reshape your limiting beliefs and get you to your goal.